You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise.
What's up, brownies? I just hit my 1-year mark as a content creator this week. Today is my son's birthday, so I apologize for bringing this video so late. But yesterday, I posted a throwback clip from Married to Medicine so that I could pose a question about finances and fiscal responsibility. And I'm not saying that it was Toya specifically. Maybe it was one of her crazed fans. You know, these fandoms go too far for reality TV. My page on TikTok was reported. The video was taken down and I was hit with a strike and told that I'm going to lose privileges on TikTok. And if I do this again, that my account is going to be deleted altogether. So I've uploaded this video and then I had to take it down and edit the clip out. And now I'm just going to play the part of the clip that does not have any of the show's audio and video in it, because my commentary and the question was actually the point of the whole video. Scenario: a couple that earns 7 figures annually is planning to live, work, and educate their children in the same area for the next 20 years. Under what circumstance would they decide it's more fiscally responsible to rent at $10,000 to $16,000 per month rather than pay that towards a mortgage and ownership? Now, in no way, shape, form, or fashion did that little clip include anything that was in the realm of doxing, bullying, or harassing. I did not reveal anybody's phone number, their address. I did not even address anybody directly. It literally said scenario, and on the slide it says, I am not talking about the Harrises. As a culture that is predicted to be literally bankrupt in 30 years, let's talk about the best business practices or the best things that we can do with our money. When we talk about protect Black women, how unserious are you all about this? As far as the doxing and the harassing and the protect Black women and stay out of their business, let me tell you this. First and foremost, you chose to be on reality TV and put your business out there. Secondly, this same clip can be seen all over TikTok still on multiple accounts, which is why I did an appeal and I got the strike removed. So I turned around and reposted the exact same video. And all of a sudden it didn't send up any red flags. When you all talk about protect Black women, who are the Black women that deserve protection? Toya is a supposedly rich housewife. I'm a chronically ill, unemployed person who became a full-time content creator to try to gain some income. Who needs the protection? Somebody that's living their best life, or somebody who is doing the best that they can day to day? And when you say, well, both of you, because when we say protect Black women, we mean protect all Black women. Can't be. Because was Toya protecting Black women when she came into Simone's dressing room with Simone's son standing right behind her and said, I guess I'm gonna be a good example of a mother since you can't be, in front of this woman's son? Or did Dr. Simone not deserve any protection? What about with Audra when she berated her for not being fancy enough or not wearing designer clothes or whatever? That's not even fiscally responsible. Everybody's not on that type of time, Toya. But then when Audra came and stated the obvious about this bogus thing about y'all moving every other year and y'all selling a custom built house in less than 2 years, nothing about what you just said makes sense. Educate my followers. Let's get a real dialogue going on about wealth building and fiscal responsibility for the Black community, because we need this. The Black community is predicted to be for real legit bankrupt in the next 30 years. Renting is not going to get you anywhere. I don't care how you dress it up or dress it down. To live your whole life without owning something is not the way to go. And once again, I'm not talking about the Harrises specifically. I don't know what they own. I don't know how many income properties that they have. But I do know that my family has some. And that's actually where the conversation was going. So let's talk about protecting Black women. As somebody with a chronic illness, I have the rarest form of migraines known to man. Hemiplegic migraines are stroke migraines. That's layman's terms, right? Hemi as in hemisphere, as in one half or one side of your body. Plegic as in paralysis. When I get a migraine too severe, it temporarily paralyzes one side of my body. I cannot see out of that eye. I cannot use that arm, hand, leg, whatever. And then also it impairs my speech. Can't see, can't talk. And I have an intolerance for light, sound, and smell, a great sensitivity. 0.002% of the world, people in the world, have migraines to this severity. That's how rare it is. This could last hours, days, or weeks. It is incurable, unpredictable, all of the things. I turn to content creation out of necessity because I don't know about you, but I don't know a job that'll let you work whenever you want to. You don't know whether or not you're going to feel like it until you wake up in the morning. You can set your own schedule. I'm a millennial. I've worked since I was a teenager. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. When you have a chronic illness, at some point in time, if you just keep having to go on FMLA, you keep having to go on medical leave, go back through physical therapy to gain the mobility and the strength on one side of your body, and you have to go through this every 9 to 18 months to 3 years, it's just like, at what point in time are you going to try to find something else that you can do? What but content creation do I have the opportunity to earn without a ceiling put on it, and also to do what I can when I can? This was the easiest thing for somebody that I think that has a lot to say. I can be a bit charismatic or entertaining. My whole brand was supposed to be about edutainment. But when I speak about history, when I speak facts, when I speak truth to power, those videos get no engagement. If I'm talking about current events and current topics and mess, those videos get a lot more engagement. So I have to find a more clever way to bury some sort of information in the pop culture type videos. I'm at a loss here. I don't know what else to do other than this, which is what that video was going to segue into. I do come from a real estate investment family. We do have income properties. They are going to be left in a trust for myself, my sibling, and any offspring that I have. What I'm trying to convince my mother of is, instead of selling one property in particular, to just let me take over it and turn it into an Airbnb. And here's why. The area that it's in is getting ready to be gentrified. It's already begun. So I'm like, if we just hold on to this property for a few more years, it'll be worth 3 times what it is today. But my mom is tired of being a landlord because of all the hassles that come with that. And then also another thing that she was doing is just owner financing a lot of the homes that she has left. But that's another hassle in and of itself. What I wanted to do, though, instead of just selling it to an investor for a quick buck and moving on, is to actually find a way to hold on to the property that doesn't include having to do another lease or do another contract. And that's what I came up with. But I want to turn it into a theme Airbnb because that's something that we do not have in this area at all. So if that's something that you all would be interested in, like watching that whole journey or the process of not completely gutting a house, but, rehabbing a house and then putting it up there and just seeing how the whole process goes, I'm thinking of calling it Airbnb. Yes, I do design all of these graphics. I come up with all of this stuff myself, and I couldn't call it Air as in receiving something passed down in wealth. B&B was because that already exists. So I decided to rest on Airbnb because I'll be the one that's spearheading this project. And it's basically taking on the reins and passing it on to the next generation. We can talk about something more than what's going on in, celebrity couples' lives and who's breaking up and who's cheating and what's going on reality TV. There has to be something else that we can talk about. And if we want better platforms and better representation, then we need to amplify better voices. That's it. That's all. So if that's something that y'all are interested in looking at me document, let me know in the comments. But I'm just a little frustrated today. I'm going to end this video here. Y'all take care and stay tuned. Falling away, so you